Alright, so I'm back. Now as you can see here I added in these two images. Now, assuming you go to Milan High School, you'll find these in your From Teacher folder. Now, ignore these for a second, and you want to take a little bit of touch up on this basketball here. Alright, so let's say you merge, actually, I'm not going to show you how to do that. For me, it doesn't come in the way, so I'm just going to erase a bit of this so it looks like it's coming from behind her. Now, assuming you have a different picture, you may want to move some of these layers behind the layers of your basketball player. But now I begin to merge down the basketball layers. Just for the sake of moving purposes. So you're merging all this down. There you go. So now, there was the basketball. Merge one more time. Alright. So you still have this player separate. And then merge the player down. And I would keep, alright, I would keep your one layer of your basketball players in case you screw up or something. Alright, so if we get rid of those, you should have just a blank. So the goal here, first of all, add a alpha channel to both of these, and get rid of the white. You would use the select by color tool to get rid of the white in the sphere. Now you want to take it and lower the opacity, then rotate it. Something happened there. I'm not quite sure what. Oh, you have to unselect it first of all. Silly me. Alright. So yeah. Expand. You want the square to be outside of the image a bit, just so it looks a little bit nicer. So it's going to expand the whole length. Drag it down so it's behind. Do a bit of tweaking. Then, boom. Alright. So there you go, you have the basketball in behind. So next, take the logo here. Now you want to put it into somewhere with a lot of space. So this picture isn't quite as good as this one was, where there's a big space right here. But try to find a space where you can put both the player's name in, first and last. So, whoops, wrong layer. Get rid of the white. Alright, so you got this little cutout. So, select the player. Let's say I want the color of the jersey and this. I'm going to paint the dark blue just because they're the actual colors of the team. So just add the colors to the logo as you see fit. I would add, say, blue, some yellow, some yellow in the hair. Then maybe a blue feather here. Oh, whoops. Now for this logo, you are gonna have to take and complete this little line right here. I would use about a 8 size brush, and that way you just complete it. From far, it looks fine. So you say, fix that. Erase a bit of this because you can't have the black touching. So erase a bit of the logo. You are technically changing the logo, but just erase the tiniest bit of it so it's not touching. If you did it right, it should just affect the green, the GL. Then put the yellow. There you go. I'm pretty sure it's almost identical. Almost identical. To the other. Just try to make it all identical so it looks nice. Alright, so you have the Grass Lake logo. Maybe resize it. Make sure it's cool. Now, as of the name, have her name, which I will show you later in the video. But first of all, to get another sort of added tidbit for the speedster effect, select your black and white layer, go to blur, motion blur, and then experiment with it. I would normally go with, say, like 15, so it's not too fast, but it's not too slow either. See, so it's just the tiniest bit, but it's still noticeable. Everything's a bit blurry. Do the same for the basketball player. Whoops, not blur. Undo that. See, so good. It's like a smudge tool almost. It's a little bit displaced. Now I'm gonna pause the video and then, well, find out the name of the basketball player first, and then show you how to do the name. Be right back. Alright, so we are back. I have the name of the player, and I also move the logo down a tad to have more room. Now the first thing you need is to have layers, 2 extra layers. Merge it down for both, so the text layers are now on the regular layers. So you want to go to the first name, pick it, have like a dark blue or whatever the color is. Actually, a dark blue or whatever the color is. Into the color, alright. Yeah, select it. New layer. Grow. I would grow by 3 or 4 depending on the size of the file you're using. Then outline with the second color. Put it down. Then select none. There you go. Now you have a cool border name in there. Just real quick, I'm gonna fix a little mistake that I made. Oops. Crap. Well, I'll fix that later on. So, next is for the next word, you do the same thing. Drag it. Create a new layer. Select, grow. Select it, make sure you have the right layer. Drag it down, merge. There you go. Now you have everything you need. If you want to add a effect for the ball, you could actually, I should have mentioned this before, you can use the filters, render lava, and then it'll make the ball look like it's catching on fire as she's running by. So this is your basic project. You can add more colors, make I mean, there's a lot of different stuff you can go from this, but this is the base project. This effect right here is called Disintegration. Then some basic text and layers stuff, some little bit of blurring. So now you know how to do some more advanced, talking about the disintegration, more advanced parts of GIMP, and have fun with this new technique.